All right, today we're going to talk about controlling the height of your ground stroke. Now, this is anytime you're hitting a ground stroke in the back of the court, whether it's just a drive in the middle of the point or a serve return, there's two things that are super important when you're trying to control the height of your ground stroke. Now, why do you want to control the height? If you're hitting it too high, it's either going out or your opponents have a chance to hit down. If you are hitting it too low, then it's in the net and the point's over. So the two things that you need to consider is the paddle angle, right? If you have more of a open paddle face, then that ball is going to go up. If you have a more neutral or closed paddle face, then that ball is going to stay down and you could brush on the top of it and get topspin. So again, paddle angle up, ball's going to go high, paddle angle closed, get topspin, and to keep that ball low. Now, as far as the second thing that matters in controlling your height of your ground stroke is going to be the swing path. Now, low to high, that ball is going to go up. And if you have more of a level swing path, you can get topspin on that and be able to control the height of that ground. Now, the second thing we're going to talk about today is directional control of the serve. There's a couple reasons for this. Number one is obviously you want to make sure you get the ball on the correct side of the court when you're serving. And two, directional control becomes very important when you are trying to target maybe a player's weakness or catch them off guard. A situation where maybe you're hitting it to their backhand, or if they're cheating really far to one side, you can make sure that you catch them off guard and hit it to the other side. Now, there's a really big component here to controlling the direction of the serve, and it's really going to come down to your paddle face and what direction that is facing. And when you have a paddle face open to the right, that's where the ball is going to go, and that paddle angle, if you bring it in, the ball is going to end up where that paddle angle is pointing to, where the face of your paddle is pointing to. So if I want to hit there and I'm serving, right, I'm going to put the paddle angle more towards the middle. And if I want it out wide, I put the paddle angle facing open and facing to the right. So again, paddle angle close to the middle. Paddle angle is going to be open all the way wide. The next thing that we're going to talk about is controlling the height of your volleys when you're here at the kitchen. Now, why does this matter? When you are able to control the height, if you are hitting a ball up, the opponent can hit it down on you, which is what you don't want. If you're able to hit it down, you're forcing your opponent to hit up, and that's what's going to lead to a pop-up, so you can then put the ball away and make sure that you're staying in control of the point. Now, there's two things that are super important to controlling the height of your volleys at the kitchen. And it is, one, the paddle angle. So if you have an open paddle face, right, that ball is going to go up. You want to make sure that that paddle face is perpendicular to the ground or even slightly down, and that way you are able to hit down on the ball. So you have paddle angle down on the backhand, right? The second thing is your swing path. Just like with your ground strokes, if you're coming low to high, that ball is going up. But if you're perpendicular to the ground, more level swing path, or even swinging down, then you're able to control that ball and keep that volley down, so as you're forcing your opponents to hit up. So level swing path, and again, volley here, volley there, neutral or closed paddle face on both sides, and a level swing path. The last thing that we're going to talk about today is controlling the impact point of the volley. Now, the reason this is super important is because you want to be established and be able to control where you're putting the ball when you're volleying at the kitchen. Now, the best way to do that is to make sure that that contact point is out in front of you between you and the net. That's going to put you in the strongest positions. That contact point should be out here, out here. When you're volleying, that's where you should be swinging. Use your feet to put yourself in a better position when you're doing it. So again, you don't want to be hitting the ball from back here behind you, jammed up here. Do your best to make sure that that contact point is out in front of you, and that's why you want to make sure you're controlling the impact point of the volley. Thanks.